To extra depth tonight, you see them flying around most El Paso neighborhoods. They are the eyes in the skies for Border Patrol agents looking for migrants trying to enter the U.S. illegally. ABC7 was given rare inside access at how helicopter pilots scan the U.S.-Mexico border from above, helping boots on the ground. It's a story you'll see only on ABC7. This is a bird's eye view from inside a Black Hawk helicopter over the Santa Teresa area, a hotspot for migrants crossing into the U.S.
Keep this turn going.
You're watching the detention of several undocumented immigrants who are trying to hop into one of the cars you see below.
A lot of the times we'll actually see them staging south.
But you can only see what agents believe is a point of entry from the air on board this Black Hawk military-style helicopter flown by the men and women of U.S. Customs and Border Protection's Air and Marine Operations. Agents on board scan the terrain. They find a cluster of what's left of heavy foot traffic in a remote desert area near the border barrier. According to the director of El Paso Air Branch Command, these footprints are not supposed to be here because there's nothing around for miles.
And as you can see from the vastness out in front of us, there's no reason for those to be there. Not in that amount of volume. Which means someone might have crossed today, yesterday.
We circled back around because agents wanted to show us this.
Was that a ladder down there?
A ladder on the U.S. side, not far from the footprints on the Mexico side.
They'll build ladders out of rebar, and they'll throw them across the fence, and they'll climb up and over that, and then they'll jump from the other side, or they will try to lower somebody down. We get a lot of leg, back, knee injuries, ankle injuries out here.
This air patrol also helps the injured. However, they are not a medevac helicopter, meaning they cannot fly patients to a hospital.
But we don't have advanced life support on our aircraft. So what do you do? Just spot it for medevac and then they'll come over and pick them up? Yeah, so we'll spot a location for medevac. We'll relay that information to them. But depending on the medevac rules, they might not land off field. So what we'll do is a lot of times we'll pick them up and then we'll get them to a hard pack or a shut highway down or something like that, and then we'll transition the patient over to medevac. This chopper also carries a bunch of water, several cases of it, as a matter of fact. So on a really hot day, if they see that someone, non-U.S. citizens, are crossing over rough terrain and it's really hot and they believe that they're dehydrated, they'll also drop water on that particular group so they can hydrate themselves. A lot of crevices where people will hide.
The team shows us the rough terrain migrants sometimes have to cross near Mount Cristo Rey. They point out crevices where undocumented immigrants hide to avoid being caught. A smaller Airbus helicopter flies 365 days of the year. Some go on multiple missions daily. A Black Hawk goes on special missions and can include more agents inside, providing more eyes on the ground. But it's not just migrants team members on this helicopter locate and help. They help U.S. citizens as well. This is video of a Franklin mountain hiker rescued in March. A unique task for a specialized aircraft. Notice only the front wheels of the helicopter rest on the mountainside while rescue workers load the victim onto the helicopter. Back on the ground, it'll be a while before Customs and Border Protection can determine if these same migrants apprehended along the road waiting to be picked up by a driver are the ones who crossed over the border barrier using this makeshift ladder. But these team members take comfort in the fact the group did not need to be rescued, and they will not venture further illegally into the U.S. for now. And that CBP Black Hawk helicopter we rode on was only recently reintroduced last year into the El Paso CBP fleet after a 12-year hiatus. Sunday on ABC7 Extra, we go more in-depth with Stonehouse. The director tells me this is the highest number of encounters with illegal immigrants ever. Don't miss ABC7 Extra Sunday edition after ABC7 at 10.